Hello guys, it can be said that some of the UFC's top-class stars are now starting to fade, and some have even decided to retire. Call it Khabib, who retired at a young age, Conor McGregor, who suffered an injury, Tony Ferguson, who suffered defeat, and so on. It certainly makes us ask, who are the potential newcomers who will replace the next upscale seats? For that, let's discuss who are the newcomers who have great potential to become the next UFC star. But before we continue, please press the subscribe button, hit the bell, so don't miss other news. 1. Giga Chikadze is an MMA athlete from Georgia and a former kickboxer who competed in the featherweight division. Giga Chikadze started his career at the UFC on August 30, 2021 yesterday, and is currently ranked 8th in the UFC featherweight. His form in the UFC as a fighter has impressively defeated Edson Barboza in a striking duel at the top match of UFC Vegas 35 last week. From this victory, making his record 7 consecutive wins at the most prestigious MMA promoter event in the world, the UFC. From the results of his UFC fights, Giga Chikadze has stats with a significant 3.76 hits landed every minute, a striking accuracy rate of up to 45%, and a defense striking of 61%. Chikadze has an orthodox fighting style, and he has a very deadly kick, is called the Giga kick, which he uses as a mainstay kick. But what's even more terrifying is that Giga Chikadze can still develop into an even more dangerous champion. It could be expected from where Chikadze galvanized himself in an environment. Although his background is karate and kickboxing, Chikadze is a fighter who has just entered the UFC, so there are several other attributes that he must perfect to become a complete MMA fighter. 2. Islam Makhachev. The man, who was born on September 27, 1991, is a professional MMA athlete from Russia with a Sambo background. Makhachev is currently fighting in the lightweight division in the UFC, and as of last July, he was ranked 5th in the UFC lightweight division. Even though he is very attached to the appendage of the next Khabib Nurmagomedov, his big brother's big name will not guarantee him to become a UFC champion. However, as the younger brother of the champion, of course, Makhachev has several advantages in the form of guidance and advice from his brother. Although some people think that Makhachev has a fighting style similar to Khabib, in fact, Makhachev is superior in striking compared to his older brother. Despite suffering a bitter defeat against Adriano Martins at UFC 192 6 years ago, but now he has won 8 fights in a row. The total wins that Makhachev currently has is 9 wins and 1 loss from 10 matches. Makhachev has a significant strike per minute of 2.24, where his striking accuracy is 58%, and more terrible with a striking defense of 70%. That's not enough, because Makhachev is so proficient with wrestling that he has a takedown accuracy of 65% and takedown defense of 88%. Makhachev's most recent fight was against Thiago Moises at UFC Fight Night, with the main card Makhachev vs Moises on 17 July 2021, with a rear naked choke victory. 3. Bryce Mithsell. Born on October 4, 1994, Bryce Mithsell is an American MMA athlete who is ranked 11th in the current UFC featherweight. Having a professional MMA record of 9-0, Mithsell then had a chance at the Ultimate Fighter undefeated tournament, which went on to beat Giga Chikadze in the quarterfinals. But then he was beaten by Brad Katona in the semifinals. Despite the loss, he signed with the UFC. Mithsell always uses his wrestling abilities to control the match. That's what makes many people judge that Mithsell's fight has similarities with Khabib Nurmagomedov. The fighter, nicknamed Thug Nasty, is unbeaten in 13 fights at the age of 25 years. Amazingly, Mithsell also has a terrible submission win record. Mitchell has a twister lock technique, which is one of the most difficult types of locks. Mithsel's UFC stats are 2.29 significant strikes landed per minute, then significant strikes accuracy of up to 61%, and offset by significant strike defense of 60%. The takedown average in 15 minutes is 3.26 with an accuracy of 46% with a takedown defense of 33%. UFC fans, especially Bryce Mithsel fans, seem to be entertained again by the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt holder shortly. The reason is, as reported by PVN.com, Mithsel has a schedule to enter the octagon in the UFC match in October. 4. Jiří Procházka. Known as Jerka, this man, born on October 14, 1992, is a Czech professional MMA athlete. Jiří is a former amateur kickboxer and Muay who currently competes in the light heavyweight division of the UFC. Looking back, Jiří is a former light heavyweight champion at the Risen French Francs and Gladiator FC promoter events, and is ranked 5th in the light heavyweight division by Fight Matrix on July 1, 2021. Seeing the record that accompanies Jiří behind him, the UFC can't help but look up to this one fighter. As a result, after winning one fight, Jiří immediately had his own main match card at the UFC Fight Night event on May 1, 2021, against Dominic Reyes. The fight against Dominic Reyes was not a low-class fight, because at that time Dominic Reyes was the third-ranked fighter in the UFC light heavyweight class. Jiří, who is only 28 years old, won a convincing victory with a deadly horror attack, a spinning elbow attack. Jiří's victory over Dominic opens up a wide opportunity to get a title fight before 2021 ends. Jiří is a new star figure after Jones moved to the heavyweight division. Jiří Procházka's presence at the UFC is expected to replace what Jones has shown. The man who mastered Muay Thai with a 28-3-1 record in MMA.
What's your name?
Paddy Finlay.
Okay, do you have a fight nickname?
My coach calls me Paddy the Paddy Finlay.
Paddy the Paddy.
5. Paddy Pimblett. Born on 3 March 1995 in Liverpool, Paddy Pimblett is an English MMA athlete who competes for the UFC. Like Conor McGregor, Pimblett previously competed for the Cage Warriors, who were featherweight champions. While after 9 matches with only 1 loss, Pimblett had to face off against experienced boxer Johnny Fracci of France for the vacant featherweight title at Cage Warriors. Pimblett also won convincingly through a knockout technique in the first round. Since then, the UFC has twice asked him to sign a contract, but Pimblett refused because he received a better financial offer at Cage Warriors. But on the third offer this time, Pimblett said he was ready. Now, Paddy Pimblett is officially fought for the biggest MMA promoter in the world, the UFC. The fighter, nicknamed Paddy the Baddy, is a unique fighter, where he has a cute face and long blonde hairstyle, typical of British boys, but in fact, he is already 26 years old. Paddy Pimblett fought in an orthodox style, and his first fight in the UFC was against Luigi Vendramini at the UFC Fight Night event on September 4, 2021, with a technical knockout victory in the first round. From that fight, Pimblett had significant strikes landed 10.64 per minute, significant striking accuracy of 58%, and striking defense of 50%. Previously, Pimblett had boasted that he would become the second Conor McGregor as a new source of money for the MMA organization, led by Dana White. In the interview after the fight, Pimblett said, "Dana White put me in the next main event or co-main event. I will tear down the roof of the arena with the roar of the crowd," said Pimblett. Well, those are the candidates who have the potential to become new stars in the next UFC. Don't forget to like and share your opinion in the comments column below. See ya.